Hey everybody, it's Coach Patrick here at Duluth Fit Body Forever. I have the privilege today sitting down with Dr. Dan Ritchie. He is the president and co-founder of Functional Aging Institute. He also owns Miracle Fitness in West Lafayette, Indiana. West Lafayette is the home of Purdue University, where Dr. Dan completed his PhD in kinesiology. Probably most famous for Neil Armstrong. And Dr. Dan was also PFP Personal Trainer of the Year in 2014. That's an awesome accolade, so congratulations. And welcome, Dr. Dan. Thanks for joining me and doing this interview.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me. Thanks for that introduction, and I always love doing these interviews. So any way I can help.
Awesome. I just want to ask a couple of questions. Can you tell me what Functional Aging Institute is all about?
Yeah, so we founded the Functional Aging Institute in really late 2013, and launched and released our first functional aging specialist in January of 2014. Cody, my business partner and co-founder, he and I went to Purdue and basically spent about 5 years studying, researching, and experimenting on older adults as much as they would let us, which can be a challenge because universities like Purdue aren't always keen when you say, hey, I want to knock 65-year-olds down, I want to do power training, we want to do explosive stuff, balance, obstacle courses. They're like, you want to do what with grandma? And our real emphasis was how can we train people and design exercise programs for maximizing function, health, longevity, not just doing exercise, right? I mean, we all know that exercise is good for us, but the reality is I want to know what's the best exercise so I can live really well to 90, 100 years old. And so Functional Aging Institute was sort of born out of that passion and our knowledge, and we realized the fitness industry is not getting this information. In fact, most sort of no idea how to train someone over the age of 60. They're just sort of guessing at it, right? And they're sort of applying what they learned in school or maybe what they learned in their certification to an older adult. And so Functional Aging Institute is really about how do we redefine aging and teach the fitness professional the tools they need to help their clients who are 60, 70, 80, 90 years old.
Awesome. I like that. Adding life to their years.
That's right.
I've heard you speak about the FAT model. Can you explain the training model and why it's important for people over 50?
Yeah, we like the acronym FAT because that always catches people's attention, but it stands for the Functional Aging Training Model. And so we're more about function and really less about fitness. So fitness is important, but we want to make sure we're training people for optimal function, optimal functional ability as they age, right? So if I'm 67 or 77, what sort of training do I need so I can do all the things in life that I need to do, right? And so it's less about six-pack abs and fitness vanity and, even getting into a bikini, right? It's more about I need to carry 20-pound sacks of potatoes in, or 20-pound bags of dog food, or 40-pound bags of salt, or, I want to get down on the floor with my grandchildren. And so how do we train people to have all the function they need to do all the things they want to do in life? And so the functional aging training model has a number of principles that basically outlines for trainers what are the things we need to make sure are present in our exercise sessions, in our exercise programs, so people are getting maximal functional outcomes. Because in the end of the day, if I'm 75 years old, it really doesn't matter what my percent body fat is, right? It matters, can I do the things I need to do? Can I do the things I like to do? And can I do the things I really enjoy doing?
Thank you very much. One more question. What's the number one benefit that most fitness programs are not delivering to clients over 50?
Yeah, I would say it really goes back to our foundational word. They're not delivering function. The vast majority of exercise programs for older adults are designed on the old exercise model, right? We got to do our strength training and we got to do our cardio, right? And
Right.
so it's very basic, right? Like we got to do heart health, which is good, right? We need some heart health, and we need some strength training. And their goal is not, or their outcome goal is not function. And so the number one benefit that older clients need is functional. And so we say training programs, sure, they need to have some cardio, they need to have some heart health, they need to have some strength, but they need to have balance and power, agility, coordination, reaction time, even our senses, right? Like my ability to feel how hard I'm grasping something changes with age, right? My ability to feel the floor underneath me, the pressure on my feet changes with age. So we have to train all of those things. And I think that's what most exercise programs really miss, right? They're very basic, right? They say, oh, well, let's get you on the treadmill or the bike, or we'll do 8 or 10 strength machines, or even worse, they bring you in and they sit you down, right, in a seated chair
Right.
class, right? And that doesn't translate to function unless you plan to function in a chair, right? And so we tell people your fitness program needs to be impacting 3 areas of your life. It needs to impact the things you need to do, the things you like to do, and the things you want to do. And that all gets back to function. And so if walking, for example, is your exercise program, well, that's going to impact cardiovascular fitness and your ability to walk, but it's not going to impact your ability to carry heavy things. It's not going to impact your ability to get up and down from the floor. It's not going to impact your ability to climb stairs. It's not going to impact your ability to do dynamic things like dancing or playing in the park with your grandchildren. And so the number one benefit, it sounds simple, but it's complex in terms of how we deliver it, is function.
Thank you. You hit on something awesome I like to reflect back on is all the components of physical function, not just the strength and cardio. Um, Tell me, why is Fit Body Forever going to be so different?
Well, I think the main reason it's uniquely different is that it's designed with the older client in mind, right? So it's not just a fitness program for anyone and everyone. It's a fitness program that's given thought to someone over the age of 55, right? So what do they want from their fitness program? Well, they want to be able to move better. They want to be able to feel better. They want to have more energy. Maybe they want to reduce some aches and pains, right? Their knees are hurting, or they've got arthritis in their spine, and they want a fitness program that's aware of that, right? Not just beating them up. And so one huge difference is that it's coming from the approach of what does a client over the age of 55 really need and want from their fitness program. The other big difference, I think, is that the trainers are actually functional aging specialists. So they've been trained by us through the Functional Aging Institute in terms of how do I deliver the functional aging training model in each and every exercise session? How do I improve balance? How do I improve core stability? How do I improve core strength without bothering someone's back? How do I get people stronger, but not just stronger for the sake of being stronger, but stronger that translates into everyday life, right? So more functional, we call it functional strength, right? It doesn't do you much good to be able to bench press 100 pounds unless you plan on having refrigerators fall on you, right? So
Right.
it's a joke I always use. Unless you plan on laying on your backside and pressing heavy things off of you, that isn't functional strength. So we want to give you strength that you can use in everyday life, right? So picking stuff up out of the grocery cart, carrying stuff in from the car, picking a grandchild up off the floor. Toddlers can weigh 30 pounds, right? Like we got to be able to pick up these little grandkids and carry them around, right? So that sort of functional strength is what functional aging specialists know how to teach and train. And so Fit Body Forever is going to be uniquely prepared to deliver training outcomes that really you're not seeing at any other facility around.
Thank you for all the information. I am really excited. Just want to applaud you again for Functional Aging Institute and the foresight on Fit Body Forever. I really believe that baby boomers and active aging adults have been overlooked in the fitness industry, and I think you bring a very powerful program. I'm excited to get started with it, and I just like for everyone else to say thanks to Dr. Dan Ritchie for coming to us today and giving us all that information.
Yeah, I'm really excited for what you guys are starting in the Duluth area. I think the Fit Body Forever is going to change. It's really going to change the face of aging for your community, for people that want to age really, really well. It's going to be an exciting thing. So thanks so much for doing it.
Sir, thank you.